Yo, what's up? Hey, all my peoples, my homies, my homettes, dudes and dudettes. You're back again. I'm glad you are for the Will Report. And today I'm going to run through the House of Lattafa, but not just the whole House of Lattafa. I'm just going to do the line of the Maahir line, which is kind of strange. There's some things that I thought about the line that are true, and some things that I thought was true that's not true. So here we go. Let's go with it. Yep. So here we go. The House of Lattafa. And this is the Maahir line. Now, this line, they have, right now, they have 3 fragrances. They have this bottle, which I always thought this was the original. This is just Maahir and nothing else behind the name. It's just Maahir, Lattafa Maahir. Beautiful box. I always thought this was the first one, but this is not the actual first one. This is not the first one that was launched. I'll get back to that in a minute. Let's go through this presentation, which is really nice. This presentation, look at this. It's a nice box. Look at that on the side, nicely done. It has some little writing on the side there. And then on the other side, there's the a fake hologram sticker. It's not the real hologram sticker, but on the back they have the ingredients, and here's the actual hologram sticker here. All right, so that's how the box comes. This is, like I said, the Maahir line. It slides out like that. This piece comes off to the side, and then the box sits. The fragrance sits in this box just like this, and then this window comes off. And then this again goes off to the side, and the fragrance sits inside of it. It's tied in to hold in place. Even though this coffin style box is kind of cushiony, so it's going to hold it in place anyway. But it is tied into place just like that, and you just take the ribbon, untie it, and pull the fragrance out. And there's the cutout for the fragrance. And here is the bottle. It's a beautiful bottle. I like it. Some people are a little not crazy about it because the bottom is so small. And with this is actually a really hard glass bottle, and this is actually a metal top here. With that, with this bottom being so so small, it's easy for it to tilt over if you're not paying attention. Now with the bottle here, right there up the side, you'll see the name. I don't know if that comes in. And there we go with the top cap, gold trimming all the way around it. All the way around. And that's it. And it just has the normal clear sprayer going through the middle, if you can see that. Nothing fancy about that. Now, that's Maahir. The next one, we're gonna come back around to talk about how it smells in a minute. The next one is this fragrance here, Maahir Black. The box that it comes in is the same box. Only thing different about the box with the Maahir, the Maahir Black, the only thing different is this gold writing here, and this gold writing here is written in black, but the box everything else, the presentation is the same. It has the name there. It doesn't have black written on there except for here. Black edition. And same thing with the bottle. It is black around the top just to match the rest of the bottle. And this bottle is pretty hard to see through. It's painted, but if you take a flashlight and flash it against it, you can see the level of the juice if you're trying to check out how much you're actually using. That is Maahir Black. And then the last one is this one. This one is Maahir Legacy. Let's see if we get that. And of course, it's not going to come into focus, but let's see if I could try that again. Maahir Legacy, right down there at the bottom. And this one, the same as the other two. The box is the same, except for this box is a gray box. I didn't bring out all the boxes because just, you know, a little overkill. And the same thing with the cap. The cap is silver to match the rest of the bottle. Same presentation with the bottle. Now, let's go through one by one. Now, everyone knows this one. And I actually thought this was the first one. This one was launched in 2020. But strangely enough, Maahir Black was launched in 2019. So this was actually the first one of the Maahir line, and Maahir Black edition was the first one. And then Maahir was the second one, and then Legacy, the silver bottle, was the third one of the groups. So let's go in the order that I purchased them. I actually purchased this one first. All right, let's go with the smell. All right, so with Maahir, we have now the top notes are red berries, peach, bergamot for the top notes. The mid notes are jasmine, peony, red lily. And then on the base notes, we have sandalwood, vanilla flower actually, and musk. Now, what I get from this, it reminds me of a Middle Eastern, a normal Middle Eastern fragrance, kind of like something from Montal or Mansera. It's pretty strong, pretty heavy. It comes off a little florally, a little bit, and also has some sweetness to it. Those notes that they have listed, the red berry, I get a little bit of the peach, not really. Bergamot, not really. Jasmine, yes, I do get. The lily, I do get. The sandalwood in the base, I do get. When it dries down, more of the sandalwood comes out and more of the vanilla comes out. And the musk is kind of all the way through it. You get a little bit of the musk in the beginning also. There we go. So that is Maahir. Now, let's go with Maahir Black. That one actually was the first one, but it's the second one. First one that was launched, but it was the second one that I purchased. So, Maahir Black. This is a dark fragrance. This fragrance smells like Halloween, or like if you're going through a oh my goodness, like a forest, dark forest, or like a cemetery or something like that. Let's go with the notes. The notes are, for the top notes, this is black pepper, pink pepper, saffron. And then mid notes, lavender, rhubarb. Rhubarb is I smell it in here. It's a different vibe from what I normally get with rhubarb, but it's a good one in there. It's in here. Leather. For the base notes, we have leather, cedar, patchouli, gaiac wood, moss, and musk. The musk is really faint in this. You can barely smell it. But all of those dark fragrances, man, it reminds me kind of Black Afghano by Nasamato. It kind of reminds me of that. It kind of reminds me of, now it does, it's not a clone. I'm not saying that it's clone. It kind of reminds me of that. It kind of reminds me of, what's that? It was Gucci Guilty Oud. It has that kind of vibe to it, but it's really smoky and really heavy. This is not for the faint at heart. This is not a fragrance that you wear when you're just getting started with fragrances. This is not a fragrance that you're going to really get a whole lot of compliments out of. This is the type of fragrance that you wear for yourself because you're interested in the artistry of the fragrance and how it's put together, and paying attention to how it transfers from the top notes to the mid notes to the base notes. You're interested in that type of thing. This one is, unless you like this fragrance, if you're a gothic type of person, this may be your signature fragrance. I like it. I like it a lot, but it's very rare that I can wear it actually out somewhere. A lot of times I wear this in the house for myself. I don't usually wear it out too much because, like I said, this is a really dark fragrance. It's like I said, it's woodsy, oody, and it's that pepper. It's spicy. It's a great fragrance. I like it, but it's very situational. It's not something that you just put on and just like, okay, I'm going to kill them with this. No. Unless you're going to be around a lot of people that's doing fragrances reviews, or people that know a lot about fragrances or interested in the artistry of it. Save that one for yourself. It's not a safe buy. The Maahir, the regular Maahir is probably a safer buy. Even that one's still a little kind of, I wouldn't do a blind buy. Try it out if you can, or get a sample if you can before you purchase it. But the Maahir Black is definitely not a blind buy. All right, let's go on to the last one. That is Maahir Legacy. Maahir Legacy. This is the next one. Now, if you're going to purchase any of them, this would be the safest blind buy. This is a good one. The other two were clearly made for the winter, maybe fall, but this one is a spring vibe. This one is really close to Sedley. Yeah, this one is a safe blind buy, even though I would say most of the time try not to blind buy anything. This one, the same thing. It has the metal cap, and but this one has a close resemblance to Sedley from Parfums de Mali, and it smells beautiful. It smells beautiful. This one it's a bright vibe to it. Let's show you what the notes are. The notes are the top notes. Top notes are lime, mint, grapefruit, lavender, and pineapple. And that is pretty close to what you smell. All of those vibes are pretty close to what you smell. The mid notes is juniper berry, rosemary, black pepper, frankincense, and geranium. All right. And then to top it off, to make it really sexy, the base notes: ambroxan, oak moss, vetiver, cashmere, and tonka bean. Tonka bean is a really good fragrance in this, and which actually that explains some things. That cashmere and the tonka bean, you really get that in the dry down because it gets really almost creamy, kind of like silky, and I would, yeah, describe it maybe as like a cashmere kind of vibe, but it comes off real creamy in the dry down. But in the beginning, the open notes, it is really bright and fresh. It's really good for springtime and summertime. And actually, I just had this recently in my rotation, and it's wintertime here in the DMV. So, and it performed the whole time. So it's a good fragrance. Well above its punching level. Oh, all of these run between, I think the cheapest you could probably get it is like maybe $35, but I think the most that you may be picking it up would be 80, but that will probably be from the Lattafa site. But if you go to the discounters, you can probably pick it up for about 30, 35, maybe $40. All three of these, any one of these, not all three of them, but $40 per each for one. All right. Okay. So here we go. Three Horsemen. So yeah, these are all good fragrances. If you have a chance, test them out. Get your nose on them. They're very interesting. This one, like I said, is probably the best if you want to blind buy any one of them. This would be the second best for blind buy. And this one, unless you're heavy into fragrances, I wouldn't say blind buy this one. But that's it. Thanks for hanging out with your boy. It's been the Will Report. I appreciate your time. And I will catch you on the next one. Deuces.